Are you sure this is gonna fit in there? I highly doubt this long knife is gonna fit into that little tiny hole. Oh, Adventure! It's good to see you again. Lance and I were just testing to see if this knife would go into that electrical outlet. But you know, I could do with something to eat. How about yourself? Why don't we cook up something good, huh? Let's go, Lance. Hello, and welcome to another episode of Nerd Culture Cooking with me, Sarah E. Taylor. I'm really excited about this recipe because we'll be cooking seafood. I'm a huge seafood fan, so if you are allergic to shellfish or seafood, you should watch another video. We're going to be cooking Coast Seafood Bouillabaisse. Bouillabaisse to pronounce. Bouillabaisse. Probably disappointed a few French teachers that I've had. Coast Seafood Bouillabaisse. This calls for a number of ingredients, so all of what you see here. Again, this does call for seafood and shellfish. So if you are allergic, I would steer clear of this. I don't want anyone going into anaphylactic shock. Let's go over the ingredients. You need 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil, plus a little more if you need to drizzle a bit. 1 large yellow onion chopped, 2 bay leaves, kosher salt, 1 large leek, is rather girthy. This needs to be white and green like what I have here. It needs to be halved lengthwise and then cut into inch pieces, okay? You're gonna need 5 garlic cloves, 4 finely chopped and then 1 left whole. 1.5 teaspoons of ground fennel seed. That was really fun to find, especially at your local supermarket, which mine is just out of everything. I'll get more into that later. You need 1/2 teaspoon of red pepper flakes, or more if you like it a little spicy. You can use also a 1/4 teaspoon of crushed saffron threads, but I'm not gonna do that because it was like $25 for like a pinch of saffron, and I'm not gonna pay for that. You need a tablespoon of tomato paste, a 1/2 cup dry white wine, 2 cups of fish or seafood stock. I could not find fish or seafood stock, haha, much to my surprise, just because the world hates me sometimes. So I'm gonna use vegetable stock. It's a good substitute. You can half it a little bit with water, and that should work. You're gonna need a 14.5 ounce can of diced tomatoes, 4 strips of orange zest, about 4 inches long by 1 inch wide, 2 tablespoons of anise flavored liqueur. You need 1.5 pounds of little neck clams. I've also added mussels here because also the clams were expensive. The clams and the mussels, whatever you use for the shellfish, make sure that they're not open. Throw any ones that are already open away. No one likes an already open shellfish for the world to see. At least that's what they told us in Catholic school. 1.5 pounds of white fish, so that could be monkfish, swordfish, halibut, haddock, hake. I'm not gonna look that one up because I don't even have it. So tilapia, but today I'm using cod. I love a good cod. If you are from Rhode Island or Boston, cod could easily be mistaken for a cod that you read on your birthday. Birthday cod. A 1/4 cup of parsley. Get a baguette and use it when you eat to really soak up the juices and the sauce that you're going to be cooking with. Now, this calls for a Dutch oven to be used. I don't have a Dutch oven because, again, I'm poor and lonely. Poor and lonely, yep. So I luckily have a crock pot, which is just as good as a Dutch oven. You just don't use it on your stovetop. It is an electric Dutch oven per se. So I'm gonna be using that. So without further ado, I'm gonna let these shellfish soak in cold water for another like 15 minutes. They need to clean a little bit more, and I'm gonna scrub them. And then we're gonna really start cooking. Now, if you've seen my very first episode, you'll notice how I had quite the battle with the yellow onion. I don't know, I guess I have some super sensitivity to these things. I've tried everything in the book. I even tried wearing goggles once, and that didn't seem to matter. So what I like to do is I like to lean far back to cook it, so we'll see if that works. I'm also not the best at chopping. Like I've said before, I am not a cook. I don't claim to be a cook or a chef or anything. So I have no skills when it comes to chopping things. I know the basics, and people are always like, "Oh my god, you're gonna chop your fingers off." But I'm not. I'm alright, you know. Unless I do, then that would suck. But let's see who wins. Beat that. So we need, we need 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. I will not make any inappropriate jokes. We're gonna add our onion. Just move that around a little. 2 bay leaves. Smush that around. Salt. That's all right. And a little bit of pepper. I'm gonna wait for that to just get warm. Now that this is nice and fragrant, we're going to add the leek. We're going to add the garlic, the red pepper flakes, and the ground fennel. Oh look, it's all in one place. How did that happen? This needs to also cook for about, I don't know, like a minute or 2 until it is also fragrant. Now, I've never done leek before. I don't know what it's supposed to look like. I don't know. We'll see what happens. The only leek I know of is the leek that Farfetch'd carries in Pokemon. Now friends, you will need a tablespoon of tomato paste. Don't do what I did here because I had to use one of those can openers that you do in the wild. My manual one wasn't working, so I had to do it this way. Don't do it this way because you're gonna cut yourself. Do it this way and don't get shrimp. This company sucks. So let's get our tablespoon, this is a tablespoon, right? Yep. 1 tablespoon of tomato paste. You son of a bitch. A half a tablespoon, will you fit? Aha! Ow! Oh, that was bleeding, it's just tomato paste. There's 1 tablespoon. I hate tomato paste. And 2. Another half. A half cup of dry wine. Drink up. There we go. That's good. Let's mix this a little bit. That smells good. Faux fish stock. That's 2 cups. And we'll stir that a bit. I'm gonna add orange zest. At least it made a really cool design. All right, 1 can of diced tomatoes. All right. I don't know if this looks anything like the picture, but I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not a cook. It smells good, so I must be doing something right? Hope so. Folks, this is why you need to have a reputable place to get your seafood and your shellfish, because look, it floats. It's not supposed to float. Dead. Dead. You're dead, you're dead. Oh yeah, you're dead. You're dead. I think he's good. He's good, he's good. You're dead. You're dead. So look what's left of my hopes and dreams. Now that we've simmered for a little while, let's add our 2 tablespoons of anise liqueur. Ooh, 2 tablespoons. Oh, it's clear. 1, Ooh. Oh, that's cool. Kind of gives them a cool, like, cloudy thing. Oh, that's so neat. I love it. I love it. Now let's move on to our clams. So we're gonna have the clams in here. I'm gonna try to make it on the side. Ooh, that's fun. So we're gonna add our fish. We need to soak it down below. Trying to get everything covered without hurting it. I mean, technically it is hurt, it's already dead, but without ruining it is what I should say. So we're just gonna submerge. We're gonna add the mussels. I bought a 2-pound bag. A 2-pound bag of mussels. A 2-pound bag of mussels. All right, so this is all done, I think. I don't know if it'll taste good. So we're just gonna do it. I don't know. Maybe it's the anise. Well, I tried. Thanks for watching this disaster. I will see you next time.